The world's smallest extant flightless bird, the inaccessible island rail Atlantigia rogersi, is endemic to Inaccessible Island, Tristan da Cunha Archipelago, in the central South Atlantic Ocean. It is placed in a monotypic genus, but its taxonomic affinity, as well as geographic origin, are disputed. According to new research, the ancestors of this species reached the island from South America about 1.5 million years ago, maybe by wings or riding on debris. The Inaccessible Island rail, Atlantigia rogersi. The flightless cormorant, also known as the Galapagos cormorant, is a cormorant endemic to the Galapagos Islands, and an example of the highly unusual fauna there. It is unique in that it is the only known cormorant that has lost the ability to fly. These cormorants evolved on an island habitat that was free of predators. Having no enemies, taking its food primarily through diving along the food-rich shorelines, and not needing to travel to breeding grounds, the bird eventually became flightless. The weka is a flightless bird species of the rail family. It is endemic to New Zealand. 4 subspecies are recognized, but only 2 are supported by genetic evidence. Weka are sturdy brown birds, about the size of a chicken. As omnivores, they feed mainly on invertebrates and fruit. Weka occupy a range of habitats including forests, subalpine grassland, sand dunes, rocky shores, and even modified, semi-urban environments. The fact that some weka populations persist in highly modified habitats suggests the kakapo, also known as owl parrot, is a species of large, flightless, nocturnal, ground-dwelling parrot of the superfamily Strigopoidea, endemic to New Zealand. There are fewer than 250 living individuals of the critically endangered kakapo, a large, flightless parrot native to New Zealand. The kakapo, Strigops habroptilus, is a very unusual parrot found only in New Zealand. Its Latin name translates to something like owl-face soft feather. It does possess very soft feathers and a prominent facial disc of fine feathers, like an owl. It also sometimes goes by the name of owl parrot or night parrot. The Falkland steamer duck is a species of flightless duck found on the Falkland Islands in the South Atlantic Ocean. The steamer ducks get their name from their unconventional swimming behavior in which they flap their wings and feet on the water in a motion reminiscent of an old paddle steamer. The steamer ducks are members of the Southern Hemisphere shelducks clade Ternini. The 3 flightless species are monophyletic, with the flying steamer ducks splitting off phylogenetically. It is the only steamer duck which can fly, and the only one to occur on inland fresh waters. The Titicaca grebe, also known as the Titicaca flightless grebe or short-winged grebe, is a grebe found on the Altiplano of Peru and Bolivia. As its name implies, its main population occurs on Lake Titicaca. Lake Uru and Pupo, the Rio Desaguadero, and small lakes that connect to Lake Titicaca in wet years, serve as spillovers territory. In the past, the population was larger and several of these lakes, such as Lake Sumeo and Arapa, apparently had and may still have permanent large colonies. It is sometimes placed in Podiceps or a monotypic genus Centropelma. Its local name is Zampullin del Titicaca. The Campbell teal or Campbell Island teal is a small, flightless, nocturnal species of dabbling duck of the genus Anas endemic to the Campbell Island group of New Zealand. It is sometimes considered conspecific with the brown teal. The plumage is similar to that of the Auckland teal, dark sepia with the head and back tinged with green iridescence, and a chestnut breast on the male, with the female dark brown all over. Its natural habitat is tussock grassland dominated by POA tussock grass, ferns and megaherbs. The Guam rail is a species of flightless bird, endemic to the United States territory of Guam, where it is known locally as the kokeo bird. The Guam rail disappeared from southern Guam in the early 1970s and was extirpated from the entire island by the late 1980s. This species is now being bred in captivity by the Division of Aquatic and Wildlife Resources on Guam and at some mainland U.S. zoos. Since 1995, more than 100 rails have been introduced on the island of Rota in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands in an attempt to establish a wild breeding colony. Although at least 1 chick resulted from these efforts, feral cat predation and accidental deaths have been extremely high. The Takahē, also known as the South Island Takahē ornithornis, is a flightless bird indigenous to New Zealand, and the largest living member of the rail family. It was hunted extensively by Maori, but was not named and described by Europeans until 1847, and then only from fossil bones. In 1850 a living bird was captured, and 3 more collected in the 19th century. After the final bird was captured in 1898, and no more were to be found, the species was presumed extinct. The species is now managed by the New Zealand Department of Conservation. The Lord Howe woodhen, also known as the Lord Howe Island woodhen or Lord Howe rail, is a flightless bird of the rail family. It is endemic to Lord Howe Island off the Australian coast. It is currently classified as endangered by the IUCN. The Lord Howe Island woodhen is a large, olive-brown, flightless bird. Its beak curves downwards and its eyes are red. Males are larger than females. The islands are part of the state of New South Wales and are managed by the Lord Howe Island Board.